The alien species comes from far away to find a little patch on Earth so they can make their little alien babies. Right?
It was good. It was like...
You go a few ways.
Oh, yours was sexual, like they're made. It's mating with something that's on this land.
Maybe it's a mating ritual.
Oh, welcome to another session in my collage studio. We got a fun one today. As you can tell. All right, so I'm thinking that right now I want to paint a little bit more on the background. So I brought a little tray over, and this is just the top of a plastic bin I took. And I took a picture of this, and now I'm going to disassemble it and keep working on the background, because I would like it to be I would like more of this dark blue in it, pure dark blue. This is a little bit, it's a little bit, oh gosh, words. It's a little bit muddy, sort of washed out. I want some texture in the background, so I'm going to take off my blue, and I'm going to take off this awesome, isn't this cool? Look at that. This I made to be a tree in this other idea I had that didn't work out, and I cut all around it with X-Acto knife. So that is now that's become my alien tentacles. What was once a tree. Isn't that cool? All right, and then I have this, which was also the top of a tree. Imagine the tree growing out from there. I chopped off, and I thought, all right, it can still be the top of a tree, but let's have some little houses, my little fantasy houses in there. So that's that. And then, yes, I wanted to pop it out from blending into the background like that. So I did this sort of thing to lighten some white, sort of cool, look at that cool paper with the holes in it, and this shiny paper, and adding some elements to fill it out, because then I was left with a big white space. I felt too naked. So anyways, that's sort of where I'm at this exact point in the process. So I am going to just do a little painting. Gotta have tweezers. Gots to have tweezers, my friends, when you're working with these little staticky pieces. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Doesn't that look nice? Look at this. This is just where I laid them aside. That looks nice even like that. I mean, come on. That's just beautiful. These colors and these pieces. Who wouldn't love collage? Who wouldn't love collage? So I'm going to put this aside here, and let me get my apron on so I don't get stained. Oh, look at this. There's another piece here. All right. So let me look at it for a second. Take a break. There's no rush. There's no rush. Take a break. Take a break and have confidence that whatever you do, it can only get better eventually. You're not wrecking it. I'm not going to wreck it. Oh, see, that's like a, what do you call that? That's like a jinx. Jinx myself. Okay, a little bit of that. And some, oh shoot. Ooh. Come on. I could spray it on my plants. That would be nicer. Okay, there we go. All right, put a little on you. And let me pick. I took out a few fun little tools to use today. Look at this. We got a rolly brush and another. 2 kinds of rolls. And we have one that makes this circle shape. Little sponge on a stick. And we have another size of that. And we have an even smaller size of that. I think you can even get a smaller one I had, but I can't find it. And I have this old rolly one, but this is a little wonky. Hang on. This is a little wonky on the edge. Little flat spots. All right, so there those are. I'm gonna get a little tray of water for the sponges. This will be perfect. All right, so I'm going to put a little water because they're all dry anyway, the sponges. And let's start out by just loading. Oops, look at that, I got a big splash. Where's my paper towel? Right here. This is a mix of acrylic and poster paint, so it will come up when it gets wet. So that's something to think about. And let's load up this one. It's the same as that one with a cross section. So it's like little tiles. And let's load up it's nice to have them ready to go, because when you're in the moment, sometimes you avoid using it because of the extra preparation. I do. I don't know about you. Okay, so I'm gonna just get those going. All right, and this little guy is already wet. Okay, and I have my paint here, so I'm gonna move my paint like that. So I'm just going to use the one color, the Payne's Gray. And should I start? You know what? I want to try this one. This one looks really fun. Let's try that out. Squeeze out the water. And we shall see. Oh, look at that. Well, we'll see how it goes. I want to make sure they all have enough paint. All right, here's what I'm thinking. So I'll show you it's all loaded up. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's make this. Oh, it really is nicely separated. You know what I need? There we go. Okay. So at first when I start, I'm looking more, because I haven't used this tool before, I'm watching more how the tool is working rather than feeling the process, but eventually now I got it. Okay. Now I got it. All right, what I really wanted to do was put some, I need another shade. I'm gonna get one more color, but not white. This is like a, This is, you'll see, one of my other favorite blues. It's also dark. Unknown. Love that blue. All right, I'm going in with a different shape. Here, let's get this medium. Oh, that's quite wet. No, this one. Oh, there you are, pearlescent. And I want, okay, I think I'm ready to go. I want some shimmery paint. I'm gonna take out this phthalo blue. And I'm done with these. And I'm gonna put in some of this pearlescent liquid acrylic paint. I'm going to mix that in here because it makes a shimmer color. So they also have gold shimmer and silver shimmer, but those have color in them. You know, this has yellow in it, whatever for silver. But this one, this iridescent, makes any paint color you use sparkly, shiny, iridescent. All right, don't, just trust it, Lisa, trust it. Okay. Make some stripes down here. This is going to be covered by the, ooh, whoops, more. Hello, you're running out. What do you think?
It's so nice in here right now.
I know, isn't that the most beautiful spot to be? Is in the Sunporch studio on a nice afternoon. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Okay, this is like, you gotta commit now, girl, because I'm at a place now where I'm like, ooh, you made a great mistake. You made a great mistake, but it's not all lost yet. It's not all lost yet. I can get her back there. But I'm going to need white. Once you let white into the game, once you bring out white, look out, because you can add fabulous focal or shining bright points, but you can also muddy everything and make everything look like a muted blah version of its original color. So you gotta be careful with white, but it's okay. I know how to use it. I know how to use it. And I'm not gonna go in, woo! I'm not gonna let it freak me out. Got some nice clean water. You gotta have clean water when you work with white. All right. All right. Let's go a little dark. Don't go too in there. Don't get in there too much. Don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. Get your blue. Let's wipe that off. You know, you don't have to always dip it into the water either if you're new to painting. You can wipe the paint off if you don't want it to be wet. Let's get white. There's nothing wrong with having thicker, oh shoot, okay. Or you gotta just like really clean your brush because that didn't work great. not with white. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go directly on the page with, oh, look at that, with my paint. And bring that in. Well, no, let's smooth it. Let's smooth it. We're gonna go right over here. That's what I was missing last time. Let's bring in some blue to round it up. Round it up there. There we go. Where's my, oh, I had the paint in there. Oop. At the same time, I have to remember that it's okay. It's okay like that. Sometimes I just got to stop talking and pay attention. I hope that's okay with you. Okay, let's just dab it on. Just gonna give it a little dabs. Don't forget to play with your brush. Look at all the different patterns this brush is making. I mean, take the time and don't forget, just play with it. See what happens. Don't be attached. See what happens. Look at that. Look at that cool little waves I'm getting there. And we're going to add a little bit white. As soon as you add white to Payne's Gray, it really muddies it. It almost doesn't approve of white. Is it? Yeah, it just muddies everything. Ooh, Payne's Gray. You, sir, are a tricky one. So dark. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put my hand down here. It's pretty dark. So there's nothing wrong with really taking the time, even though you know you're making a collage, really taking the time on each layer to see how far you can get. That's what I do. I can take a long time on each layer, each element, to build up this painting until it tells me it's done. This is great because I love those shiny markers and gel pens, but this is so much nicer. You can really control, I can really control the dot size. I use a smaller brush. That's really nice. And it's like juicy. Those other ones you're usually half running out. Anything that's a marker. Maybe I'm done with markers because I can come back after with paint. I haven't thought of that, to come back after with acrylic paint on the finished paper layer instead of gel pens. What I'm going to do right now is be a champion and get a different size brush. Let's get a different shaped brush too. If we really want to cover our bases. Let's get a different shape brush because all the ones I'm using are these pointy round brushes. Let's get a flat brush. I see I need another spot for my sponges because look at this. This is not fun to look through. All right, how about a brush like that? Brush like that would be awesome. Or I could dip it and just make little flat. This I can bring. I love using these makeup tips. And I'll do this one. I tend to go into spots, like I love spots and dots, but I can't be afraid to draw. Let me just bring back in some of my collage elements to see how things are looking here before I start adding too much. Like this is the focal point, so I don't want to detract. All right, dude, there's a lot of dots. Let's see how she looks. Boom. I like it. Should it be centered or more like over here? It feels good, just slightly off. Let's put these away. Like this. I have to let that dry. I have to let that dry. Well, oh my. There is the result of painting it. I just wanted to add a few little dots. So the top, I have to decide, do I want this creature to be coming straight down? That sort of looks cool. Coming straight down. Put this at an angle over here. All right, that's my next thing. Next time. For now, let's take a break and I will see you back here next time. And we'll see what has changed. No, I'll wait for you.